The Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. Shows him the stiff arm. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Unloads to the wideout, and he avoids the sack.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Going to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Gets rid of it. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Taken down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Left side is Evans. Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
7, Ole Miss 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Stack. Bridge.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for a crease to the left. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete, and looking for enough for the first down. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And he gets rid of it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sells to fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They'll move the wide receiver. Needs it here on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Taylor wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. There he goes down the right side. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Ole Miss 14, Mississippi State 7.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
First and 10.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Taylor wants to throw it. Throws it deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the field. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Mississippi State, number 1 in the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 8 set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football.
Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. He's loose down the left side. He's a touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
On the return, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw one first. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Direct snap. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and 6 yards to go. Looking for a crease. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Push is ahead. Got the first down. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Drops back. It's Chambliss. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. But when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Turning it on! Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down, not enough.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. This time it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. And the misconnection on third down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Second down, gonna throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Rushes on. Right side, it's Cook.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Drops back on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's the give off the left side. Got him right there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Powers inside. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Dropping back, it's Chambliss. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
2nd and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Stay up.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Taylor wants to throw it. Floats it out in space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Wants to throw on third. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's third down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll go with Bothwell. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Running right, it's Bothwell. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
Taylor wants to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
First play of this drive. Got a man. It's Lacey. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Mississippi State offense will take over. First and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bluff Bothwell again. Defense all over him.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense at an empty set. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Taylor wants to throw it. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's loose on the left. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The Hottie-Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow him down.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Taylor wants to throw. Moving out to the right. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Bender.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
We've seen throughout the course of the season defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. He fires to the left side. Fires and picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Back to pass on second down. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Third and short from the 49 is this four-down territory. Calls his own number. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Just got rid of that one.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Stay up, stay up.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Ready? Spade deep, spade deep.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. They're all over him. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st. Looking for the goal line. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Out wide left, it's Alexander. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And right down the middle. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
Mississippi State offense will take over 1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 85.
Taylor wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Second down, gonna throw it. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it. On the move at the 30. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.